Greetings, fellow Americans. In the coming year, our federal representatives will likely turn a significant amount of their attention to tax reform. In preparation for their reform proposals, I want to share with you the 7 features that identify an effective tax system, features that you may use to measure the anticipated effectiveness of any tax reform proposal. The first feature is that it must be simple. To be simple, the tax must be easily understood by those on whom it is imposed and by those who administer and enforce the tax code. The second feature is that it must be fair. To be fair, everyone must pay the same rate and everyone must benefit from any exceptions to the tax, either directly or indirectly. The third feature is that it must be visible, which means that people can see the exact amount of tax they are paying and have an accurate accounting of the cost of government in their lives. The fourth feature requires the tax to be neutral. In order to be neutral, the revenue needed to sustain the government and the system of taxation to collect it must not interfere with the economic choices of individuals, businesses, and corporations. The fifth feature is that it must be efficient. An efficient tax system does 3 things. It minimizes administrative and enforcement details for the government. It minimizes compliance details for the taxpayer. And lastly, it maximizes cost effectiveness for both the government and the taxpayer. The sixth feature requires the system to be stable. All the features that make a tax system effective also serve to reduce the need for frequent changes to it. Thus, individuals, businesses, and corporations can plan accordingly for the future because of the stability inherent to the tax system. The seventh and final effectiveness feature is that it must foster economic growth. To do so, the tax code must be free of the obstructions and penalties that deter capital investment in domestic businesses, which, in turn, obstruct job growth and the potential for greater wages. It also must be free of any detail that deters any individual's motivation to work, save, and invest. So, how does our current federal tax code measure up to these tax effectiveness features? It doesn't. In fact, it fails to meet all 7 features. However, there is a tax system that does meet all 7 features, a system introduced to Congress in companion bills H.R. 25 and S. 13, the fair tax. The fair tax will eliminate income taxes, payroll taxes, corporate taxes, capital gains taxes, estate taxes, and gift taxes, and replace all of them with a single national sales tax on new products and all services. The fair tax is simple, fair, visible, neutral, efficient, stable, and most importantly, it will foster economic growth. I encourage you to learn more about the fair tax and what it can do for you by visiting www.fairtax.org. The fair tax, right for you, your family, and our nation. I'm Kerry Bowers, and I thank you for listening to this presentation.